Hello everybody, this is Tarill the Mad. Thank you for coming back for a third video. Well, I'm going to continue my Sky Factory series, and you may recognize the room we're in. We are in the deep dark. Now, last time we were here, I was working on getting my quarry up and running. Had to do a little bit of research, some fiddling around, finally figured it out. Now, it works. See? It's working quite fast. I took some lava generators that I had and strung them along with the help of LittleMan V and created power for the thing. Bad thing is, I keep forgetting to check these. I've got a perfect setup for draining them, but I always forget. So, I'm not getting as much as I need. Some of the ores I'm pulling out, one I'm most interested in is yellowite. It's for another new project. Again, equally as massive as this one. Ooh, lights. Alright, now let's go back over to my normal island. Come on, computer. Yay! We're back. See? Still in the trees. Yeah. Actually, LittleMan V cut them all down and used them, but we replanted it and then used bone meal. As you see, his house has changed a little bit. He's added some slime trees and cut down his blood tree. I don't know why, but he's still working on his hotel. Unfortunately, he can't be here with us for a guest star, but all in time. Now, to help me out, because I need some fluids, one of the other members of Sky Factory gave me some of these fluid cows. Ready to go. They're full of gelid cryothium. Probably one of the coldest substances known in Minecraft. So what I did was made a rancher right there to milk them automatically for me so I can get the fluid. Thing is, for some reason, even though those 6 cows are right there, it keeps milking the other cows in the pasture. So I had to set up this funky fluid draining system in the tanks just so I can make sure I could get them. Now this has been going for about a week because of course I haven't recorded for about a week, but that's fine. Allowed me to do some prep work. So while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and gather up some of these. My magnet's working today. Yeah, there's this weird thing where if LittleMan V's around me, his magnet seems to be more powerful, so he picks up all of my stuff. Quite frustrating. Alright, there, now we've picked that up. Now I've been working over here. Oh yeah, I added some snow for effect. I don't know if I like it yet. I'm not sure if I like the open areas or if I'm going to close them up. Yeah, figure that out later. Now I've got my smeltery going full time. Here's my crazy setup. I figured out that with a smeltery drain, or as in this case 3 of them, if I hook up the ender fluid conduits, supply a redstone signal with levers so I can turn these on and off, and then put crafting tables here, and then use ender IO item conduits, I can drain all the fluid, all this stuff, out of the smeltery quickly, so I don't have to click anything. As you can see, I'm making quite a few ingots. And there's my lava supply. Another lava bedrockium drum. And that one's still mostly full. I'll show you how I fill those back up later. But I found out I need lots and lots and lots of iron ingots. Somewhere around 60 to 70,000. What I'm doing is I'm making cryothium dust, which I then put into a fluid compressor to turn into some more of this gel here. But what I'm doing with all this iron, take graphite bars, a little bit of yellowrum ingots. Now where'd my iron go? Ah, 16,000 iron. Still not enough. Like that, and I make a yellowrum fuel rod from big reactors. Yes, that's right. Big reactors. I'm going to try blowing up the islands. Sorry, Magoo. Actually, I hope I don't blow up the islands. But for one of the achievements, you have to build the largest allowable reactor. Alright. Now what I've set up is an automated here. We've got my Oculus accumulator, which I made, feeds into a glacial precipitator, which makes snowballs for me, which feeds into this fluid transposer, which then takes the snowball, transposes destabilized redstone into it, which gives me blizz powder, which I then use with a couple other items, niter, regular snowballs, and redstone to make cryothium dust. And that cryothium dust, and sometimes redstone when I need it, are fed into this magma crucible. As you see right now, it's full of destabilized redstone, which is getting pumped out through the interfluid conduits. Redstone goes here, so it feeds in there, make my blizz powder, and when the cryothium dust goes through, it feeds out over here to give me more gelid cryothium tanks, which I then take over here. Yes, I know I'm flying. I probably shouldn't, but you know, that's what my armor's for. Now, this is an elevator. I have to admit, I had to cheat a little bit. Found the recipe, made the elevators. They were white. I was like, okay, I don't want white. I want purple. Purple's my color. Give me purple. So I went through all the hassle of making the paint can, the paintbrush, which I stashed down here. Right there, see? Paint mixer, paint can. My paintbrush is in my ME system, which is, you know, kind of right there. And I tried painting the white elevators purple. Didn't work. Must be some kind of bug or something. I'm not sure. I tried all kinds of things. Wouldn't work. So I went ahead and creative spawned them in. But I did go ahead and make the white elevator cubes that I needed, and then I destroyed them. That way I was still using the materials. I went through the processes, so yeah, it's kind of cheating, but not really. Well, sometimes you have to do that. This is my cobblestone generator. I have 2 of these transfer nodes hooked up to each one with maximum world interaction upgrades and a single speed upgrade on all of them. That took a lot of resources. Lucky Blocks helped. All of that is fed into this deep storage unit, which currently has, let's see, those are hundreds, thousands, 114 million blocks of cobblestone. Ugh, that's a lot. Thing is, I think this can store 2 billion, so I'm not quite even to a tenth of what it can hold yet. Now, I have this pulling out. Now, I am getting cobblestone from the deep dark, which goes to, I believe, this chest. Oh, no, maybe that's the chest that goes over there to my cobblestone. There you go. And then, okay, this one is more than likely the one that comes from the deep dark. I have both of them pulling cobblestone out of here. Some of it goes through these pipes here, which leads down to my lava. Oh, I'm picking up snowballs. I'll show you why in a minute. This is where I make all this lava, and this pumped through these pipes into here, and then I have a second level there, and all of it's being powered by blazing pyrotheum, which I have a blazing pyrotheum fluid cow, so I got almost all of that legit. I took some from Magoo's fluid farm. It's all transferred into here, and when I need them filled, oops, fell off the ledge, I put the bedrockium drum right there. Yes, right there. Here, right there. And with all this lava generation I'm getting, I can fill up a bedrockium drum in about 2 hours if I'm in this area, which is quite fast. Now, the whole reason why I made these elevators is not everybody can fly because they don't have the resources yet. So, elevator. Although I realized I need to adjust because the top of my reactor is right here. I only have one fuel rod going. I'm currently running with 80% of the fuel rod out, which means 20% capacity. It is 48 blocks high from bottom of casing to top of casing, which is the highest that you can do in big reactors. Now this monstrosity over here, and over there, and over there, is what shall become my maximum sized reactor. As you see, I'm slowly putting up the iridium, no, not iridium, yellorium fuel rods and filling up the spaces with the gelled cryothium. It's been taking me most of this week that I haven't been recording because I was trying to get things set up. I'm going for that 1 billion RF per tick. Now, as you can see right now, I'm running just under 5,000 flux per tick at 20%. And of course, I have some fuel I need to take out of here too. My casing heat's real low, 162 degrees Celsius. My core heat is 161. And then of course, there's my energy buffer. I have this feeding into some basic capacitors because occasionally while I'm working down here I have to turn off the reactor, so this gives me a little bit of room to keep my machines running up there. And then of course there's all the energy conduit because, well, it doesn't have a space limitation on how far it can go, and it's got, what is that, 20,000 RF a tick capacity. Now eventually I'm going to have to put in extra power ports or power taps to get power to everything just to keep it up. I do have a couple of brownouts every once in a while depending on where I'm at. This is where I put in my yellorium power, and this is where I pull out the cyanite. Yikes, I got a lot going in and coming out. That's fine, we can recycle that. Yep, here, let's just use the elevator, it's faster. See? Now we take that cyanite. Mind you, I had to watch like 3 or 4 videos to figure all this out. Come over to the cyanite reprocessor, which gets water from the aqueous accumulator, these pipes here, shares power with everything else, and I just set it there for efficiency's sake, and it slowly turns cyanite into plutonium. As you can see over here, I've been making and storing it, as well as cyanite, because, well, I'm generating quite a bit. No big deal. Because I need it to build turbines, the pieces to the turbines, and I can eventually use it to power my big reactor. Dun dun dun. Now, what I've been doing is slowly building each of these rods, which takes 46 of the of these yellow fuel rods for each one. Now, to start off, I was just going to do the back and then slowly move forward, and then I started to realize that the colors start to bleed after a while. So what I've been doing now is I took the top off of everywhere where, see, I don't already have my fuel rods in place, and that gives me, I have these yellow grid guidelines when using the reactor glass, unless I do that, to tell me where I am and then I am not placing the fluid. And just bring my fill tanks down here, grab my buckets. This is a cool thing about Minecraft. Sometimes you can just go do. Filled all those buckets up, and then let's see, where was I last working? I'd be here. The problem with this cryotheum is, unlike water, the source block doesn't stay where you put it. Bye! So I have to go through the tedious task of putting all this in. Which, like I said, very tedious task. Let me do these buckets real quick. I've kind of got it down to a science. Well, sometimes. I've actually managed to fall off into my own cryotheum and die. And I've actually lost a few buckets too that way. Trying to do shift to quickly move everything down out of inventory to my hotbar. I've managed to throw, I think all told about 30 buckets, some of them full of the gel, some of them not. Very pain in the butt. So that's what I do when it gets all the way to the top, depending on where I'm at. Let's see, I've got these crossbars. They're for aesthetics. I like the looks. Kind of makes it look like the whole island's holding everything up, you know, instead of just kind of floating. It's a work platform, half slabs of iron. And what I can do is I come over here, fall to the bottom, and then now I can either nerd pull, which is kind of slow, or I can use fly, which is built into my magical crops armor. Make this go a lot quicker. And of course sometimes I go a little bit too far, and I put one at the top that I don't need. So that's what I've been working on. All this is fairly legit. What I did do for some of the glass was use creative mode to put it in quicker, and then I got rid of the resources I needed to make it. But all the fuel rods and all the gel have been made totally and completely legit, either with resources that I've got, or with resources of other members of the island when they've been on, or I've talked to them outside of Minecraft and asked if I could raid their supply closets, so to speak. So that's what I'm working on now. This is my big project. I'm hoping, hope upon hope, knock on wood, or just maybe because I'm insane, that I shall be done soon before I decide to make my next video. Well, probably not, because I'll probably make my next video in a few days. I'm going to try doing about 2 a week. Don't hold me to that. I sometimes forget. Uh-oh, creeper. You're not supposed to be out here. But I'm going to try doing at least 1 video a week and posting it up, so I can get more comfortable with doing this kind of stuff for you guys. Oh yeah, I have a new cowl too. It's the coolest thing ever. Has anyone ever seen this stuff before? It's energized glowstone. It doesn't flow the same way. It's weird. And if you go into it, mind you, I haven't done it for very long. I'm afraid I'll drown. Oh, no! Got my cleaver. Okay, my magnet caught it. Well, I don't want mining fatigue here. Go into the energized glowstone, and it gives you speed and jump boost. That's just kind of crazy. It's crazy, I say. So, now before I leave today, so I can post this, give you a quick tour of my little island here. Now, this is where Primavere, or Little Prim as we call her, first decided to make a home near me. And she doesn't exactly live there anymore, but this is her little home. She decorated it. Now, she uses creative a lot. She has a very creative building technique, and sometimes being in normal survival mode kind of cramps her style. Now, this was a failed experiment. I had found on a Reddit post how to make a spiral farm where you can plant everything and then use water to harvest it all to the bottom. Well, she was going to try making a larger version after I set out the scale for her, and it kind of failed. We just haven't taken it down yet. Now, this all the way over here, this was my ritual room. I needed to make some unstable ingots for something, and I decided to keep the cursed earth. If that ceiling goes away, the sunlight kills it all. Ugh. Baddies spawn in there sometimes, so I keep the door closed. This is my half stone slab bridge, half slabs, so that nothing spawns on it. This is my mob spawner 3.0, because this was the third time I built it. Actually works pretty good. As you can see, all of my experience tanks are now totally completely full. Wow, I'm gonna have to drain that. An auto anvil I built. Handy dandy thing. I use it to put chainmail together. I like chainmail armor. And there's my diamond spikes, and I'm sure you can hear those spiders and stuff falling down in there. Experience drains in case you pull more than what you want. Ooh, all my experience is gone again. Oh well. This is where I originally started. Right where that portal to the deep dark is was, I believe that's where my first angel block was. Let me go downstairs and we'll take a... You have to use an angel block to get started on multiplayer Sky Factories. Yep. So that was where my first block was placed for this island. And you've already seen downstairs. That's where I grew all my trees at first. I only grow trees when I need stuff from them. I've got magical crops and other things to give me dirt. And of course some of my stuff is still left over from my first. Yeah. My chest where I put stuff when I need to do something dangerous so I can get it back quickly. And then my roof. Made a chunk loader, which holds just this chunk. I keep it very small so it doesn't cause too much lag. And this was going to be my dragon airy. The ceiling. I was trying to be decorative. I think I failed. And my dragons won't stay there. They keep jumping off. And then I was trying to keep a pattern to how I did all my rooms, but of course LittleMan stole that one. Well, didn't steal. I let him have it. And then Yadari took over that one there, which became the kitchen. And this one, before I could do anything with it, I started having fluid cows spawn in, so I just extended it out per Dari's request and my need. That over there was just a dead island for a while. Now it's a machine island. Tried to get fancy and putting some decorations in. That's my infinite water source. Of course, my smeltery island, workstation for Tinker's Construct stuff. See, more decoration. This is Dari's kitchen, and then she started doing witchery, so it's all under there. And then we have a farm there with certain stuff that she needs there. Out there we call the back 120. It's all grass. We grow a few trees, various other things. We have cows and pigs out there. We've got some magical crop farm. And this is what we call the watering hole because Dari likes to fish. Oh, looks like a block broke again. And I decided to make a functional fountain garden. Although I haven't been doing much with it lately. Oh, there's another Prim Island. I forget what that one was for. That's now her main island. Maybe I'll take you a tour on it next video. Not today. It's dangerous over there. I have to do it in creative mode just to be safe. This right here is our celebrity spawning pen. Thanks to good old Mr. Magoo. Thank you again, Magoo, for the island. And for all the help that you've had making things. Because I had absolutely no idea how to do this. See, there's Bacon Donut. Hi, Bacon! Bye, Bacon! Acoustic. Now some of these YouTubers, I don't know who they are. Like Husky Mudkipper. My little man, he seems to know them all. Now, because of Prim's Island, we've had to throw down some ethereal blooms. We're starting to get taint over here. I've got some blueberry bush, raspberry, mulberry, blackberry, some witch water that Dari was making. She's been in charge of most of... Whoa! What did I just pick up? Oh, all kinds of essences. I wonder why that isn't going in here. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that a little bit later. That's our Magic Crops farm. Showing some slime trees, so we grew some. This is a great wood. Then we've got coconut. Yeah, I thought we had some more trees out here. I guess Dari cut them down a while back. She's been busy with other projects, so she hasn't been on for a few days, but she's got her tea leaves, her blueberry bushes, we got sugar cane, cacti. There's our chicken farm, pig and cow farm. See, she's in charge of the food plus stuff and witchery. I'm more technology. My Lucky Block Wolf army. I don't know how I get so many. Cocoa beans, melons, pumpkins, one of Dari's altars, and then what's this? Oh, a distillery, also from witchery. Cool. And then, you know, wheat, carrots, taters. Here's the other one. She's got tomatoes, cotton, strawberry, coffee crop. Ugh, I dislike coffee. And rice crop. And that's pretty much our island. Well, my island, but people stay here with me. And there's Dari's bed. We really need to put a roof on it. No wonder she's never here very much. Her bed's always wet. I tell you, I wouldn't want to sleep in a wet bed. And this is my lovely little island. Well, not so little. I've thought about compacting it. I definitely need to start building more down and up. But first I gotta finish that project. The beast. Watch what happens if I just fall down there. Attacked by snowballs. Yeah, that's how cold that liquid is. Well, and on that note, I think I'm going to have to say goodbye. I don't want to run too long, and I've already rambled enough as it is. But I certainly hope to see more people enjoy my videos. Feel free to also take a look at LittleMan. He's got his first video up. You can find him in YouTube if you search for LittleMan space V space gaming, or he's one of my featured channels. Feel free to also give a gander at my buddy Magoo. I will be adding a featured link to his channel sometime soon. And then also my buddy Wolf. That's Wolf with an E. Long-time Canadian friend who I just recently reconnected with and found out he's got a YouTube channel. He does all kinds of stuff and plays Minecraft too. Now with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and you guys have a good one. And remember, have fun, build big, and most of all, behave. Bye.